scientists, especially Christian scientists. I mean, that's kind of an oxymoron, really.
Have made vast contributions to science, so don't diss the Christian scientists. It's so rude.
You know what else is rude is talking about stuff you don't know about. That's just not. You shouldn't be doing that. And thinking you're all high and mighty over us or over people. That's just rude. You're pompous. You have your nose so fucking far in the air you don't even fucking realize it.
Alright, you go on saying how because I don't agree with gay marriage, I shouldn't want to allow sterile or impotent people to get married.
Well, it does bring up a valid point because, you said in your first video that gay people can't get married because they can't reproduce. So I guess sterile or impotent people, by that same logic, that would be true. Then they shouldn't be able to marry according to you. So, yeah, I'd say that's a valid argument. You probably didn't think of that, but whatever.
I will never said sterile people can't get married, so why would I have any qualms with that?
So you're just proving you're proving my point, saying that you get all your morals from your Bible, and if it's not dictated in that book, then you don't believe it or you don't care. Well, you see, the thing is that ancient book was written about 2,000 years ago, and I don't think anyone at that time could foresee what type of developments we have now. There was no modern science has only been around for a few hundred years. By the time the Bible was written, there was no modern science. There wasn't hardly any science. It was the religious, especially the Christian religions, they were the authority on a lot of things, and I mean, it just doesn't work. The stuff they say comes out of the fucking book, and that's just not how science works. Science changes as new developments occur. It will re-examine the evidence and come up with a new conclusion, unlike the Bible, which has to stay the same, and there is no research or looking at the evidence because there isn't any.
Swimming in a community pool? What does that have to do with anything? Believe it or not, the main reason of sex is to give life. Sex is meant so you can have kids.
Well, but a lot of people engage in sex and don't have kids. It's we have modern medicine, we have contraception. Like I said in my first video to you, you said that it's designed for procreation and this and that. But I mean, honestly, are you only going to have sex to have children? I mean, come on. So, like I said in my first video, the average family has about 2 children. Some have more, some have less, some have none. Do you honestly think that people just have sex to have kids? So you're going to have sex, 2 to 3 times in your life, and that's it? I mean, come on, there's much more, sex is enjoyable, sex is fun, it's a pleasurable experience. And honestly, I don't see what the taboo is. Like I said in another video, if we're truly free, we should be able to do whatever the hell we want with our bodies. No one should be able to tell us what's right and what's wrong. An individual should make that decision for themselves. It's just what should happen.
The reason why it is apparently enjoyable is because if it wasn't, our population would decrease.
Oh, yeah, like we're not overpopulated enough as it is now. There's over 6 billion people on this fucking planet right now. And, people are, in certain countries, third world countries and stuff, they don't have modern medicine. They have your fucking Christian Bible. And that tells them, in Africa, they're telling them not to use condoms, and, condoms fail and this and that. Well, you know what? Nothing fails like telling a lie to people. I can't even believe that this is going on. I'm glad that we have the knowledge in this country, at least those who are smart, or those who have at least a common bit of common sense. It's people like you, wow, scare the shit out of me.
I'm just saying that if homosexual marriage is allowed, it will open discussions for other things which are immoral to be passed, and...
Immoral by whose standards? Maybe they're immoral by yours, but probably, they might not be immoral by me, or other people. You may think it is, but just because you think it is doesn't mean everyone else does or should or will.
I nor a lot of people do not want that.
That's appeal to popularity. Who the hell cares what you want? Honestly, you're one person. There's many more people who have different opinions.
So you really want to bring up evolution? Evolution is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Well, you know what? Creationism is the most ridiculous thing that I have ever heard, or at least one of the most ridiculous things I've heard coming out of a Christian's mouth. Honestly, do you think this universe or this world we live in was made in 6 days? I mean, honestly, does that seem really fucking possible? 6,000 years ago? Come on, that's ridiculous. There's mountains of scientific evidence that support evolution. It's pretty obvious that you haven't done any of the research. You probably sit there watching the Kent Hovind DVDs, or, I see you have, various Christian or whatever organizations listed on your profile page, things you believe in. It's just, it disgusts me. Take a biology class. Just take a basic biology class. They get into the basics of it, and it'll be, hopefully you'll be able to grasp it, but you may close your mind. You're the closed-minded one. It's not us. I'm willing to be open to a lot of things. I'm open to everything practically, and it's not a big deal, But saying that evolution is the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, man, you're just proving your stupidity. It's evident. I mean, I think it is.
When Darwin created Origin of a Species, his book, Species, that's what I meant, sorry. It was back in a time when science wasn't nearly as involved.
And the Bible is more correct than the evolution of species in terms of scientific discovery. Name me one scientific discovery that was figured out at the time when the Bible was written. Name me one. I don't think that's possible.
Evolved as it is now. Forgive the pun. Get it? Evolved. Talking about evolution.
Man, you're great at cracking evolution jokes. Let me tell you. I gotta hand it to you. Come on. Really? Come on. This is ridiculous.
It's funny.
No, it's not. You fucking smug bitch.
Okay. It has been falsified so many times. I can't.
No, it hasn't. No, it has not. You're wrong. You're flat out wrong. That's a flat out lie. It has not been falsified so many different times. Maybe you think it has, but you're wrong. The shit that those people think that they have disproven it is flawed. It's a number of fallacies. Typically, it falls under a number of different fallacies. So no, sorry, that doesn't disprove evolution.
I can't believe people are still clinging to it.
I can't believe people are still clinging to your bullshit beliefs. But it doesn't shock. That you think really that, oh God, I can't even put together a statement for this. That's ridiculous. I can't even believe it. You're again proving your stupidity.
The only reason I can think of is because you want a logical explanation.
You're right. Logic explains a lot of things in our world. Being logical and rational and coming up with evidence and sound reasoning is the best explanation. Okay? Just saying God did it doesn't work. I mean, it just doesn't work. You're fucking... If that's your answer for everything, you're not going to go anywhere in life.
As to how we all came to be, and you just cannot imagine having a divine power over you.
Because there isn't one. If there is, where's the evidence for it? Point out the evidence. There isn't any. And the Bible, sorry, point out God without using the Bible. Do it. And how are we sure that it's your Christian God? What, couldn't it be one of the many other gods in some of the many other religions? But you know what? None of them have ever been evident. So it's just how it is.
So, 300 years ago, when apparently everyone thought slavery was okay, did you forget about the Civil War?
The Civil War wasn't fought exclusively over slavery.
All of those people were fighting against slavery.
That was one of the reasons, but not the entire reason. The original reason was state independence.
And they won, so that defeats your argument.
No, it doesn't. It is not an argument to begin with. And anyway, we shouldn't be voting on people's civil rights. It shouldn't be an issue. It should be a guarantee. That's what the Constitution protects. It protects the minority from the majority. You smug bitch.
I'm not the one giving or denying them the right of marriage.
No, but you'd like to.
In America, we live in a democracy. The people are the ones who help pass laws.